Okay, I did it. So, for those of you who see me right now, we're going to start at in 7 minutes, which is 2 p.m. East Coast time. Somebody just told me that Eastern Standard Time is not a thing. It's EDT. You know what that stands for?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Oh, I got 2 people.
So why do I have to keep this Skype?
Hi, Jen. And Rebecca. Just thought I'd start a little bit early so that when people do click in, they'll, see an image or whatever. Don't touch my face. Hi, Laura, Levin Gannon, and Julie Marie Brunson, and Kathy Butler. Hi, Kathy. How you doing? Thanks for logging in, or whatever it is this is called. Oh, I'm supposed to scroll this down so I can see everybody's comments. Oh, lots of people are commenting. Hi, Evan. Wow, so many people. Honey, I think we got 646 people.
I'll be there in a minute.
It's growing. This is like one of those movies where, like somebody starts a website and like the numbers like go crazy real fast. Hi, Ella. Hey, Owen and Ella and Georgia. How you doing? We're a little bit early, so just hang in there. Did everybody have lunch yet? I guess on the East Coast you had lunch so far. We got 877 people. 877. Rippleside Elementary. How you guys doing? Hi, Patricia. Kuna. Barbara Herzog. Jamie Miller. Stormy Creek School. 1,000 people, hon.
Where do you see that? Oh, I can't read
1.1K. And
I can't see well enough to help you with anything.
that's okay. Well, there's
Okay.
really nothing to do. You had lunch with Mo Willems, Jennifer? How did that happen? Harrington Elementary. All right. Owen Roberts is here. Olivia Ryan. And Glenwood Primary in Georgia. We got 1.4 people. I mean, not 1.4 people. Alexis Trotta. Hi, Alexis. Hi, Paloma. How you doing? I can't see you. Someone's reading The $1 Million Shot. Jones Elementary in Wake Forest, North Carolina. A whole bunch of people in Ohio. Wow, it's so exciting. What a scam. I can talk to like the whole country at once. New Jersey. I used to live there. There's Addie and Fiona. Hi, Fiona. Cinnaminson. I know Cinnaminson. I used to live near there. Nathaniel from Radburn School. Hi, Nathaniel. How you doing? I hope all these people... Are you guys hearing me okay? If you're hearing me, somebody tell me that you're hearing my voice, okay? Hannah from Doylestown. 3 minutes to go. Hillside Elementary. We miss you. Oh, you missed me. Hi, Jamie Nedwick. Adam Duggar. Okay, all right. I gave you a ride from the train station once. Hi, Adam. Thanks for the ride. Sparta, New Jersey. Rachel Weinstein. Homeschooling. All right. Sharon. Sharon, is that your... Oh, no, that's not your last name. Your name is Danielle Cohen. Holbrook, New York. Alexis said they hear... Thanks, Alexis. I appreciate that. Is the video okay, too? Looks like we have 2 minutes before we get started.
How many people?
Looks like 2.4K.
Wow.
Is it possible that there's 2,400 people watching me right now? What if I were to like pick my nose or drool or something?
Then it would be more.
I should do that. All right. This is obviously the first time I'm doing this, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm really excited. And I've been meaning to do this for a long time, and this seems like the perfect this whole coronavirus thing seems like a perfect opportunity to reach a lot of people who are, cooped up in their houses and or wherever they are. But we'll get through this crisis, you guys. Let's see who else is here. The Druckman gang from Manalapan. Druckman, yeah. Who's Druckman? Glenwood Elementary in Short Hills. Oh man. Alicia Marino. Hi, Alicia.
I see you on my phone.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Okay. 3.2 thousand. Southern Boulevard School. Is that the one in North Jersey? Okay. Lots of us are watching from the confinement of our homes during school closing. Thanks, Christina. And North Plainfield. A lot of New Jersey people here. Tyler is here. Hey, Tyler. How you doing? Nina Wallace. Who's that? Who's that? Who's Nina Wallace? ALT Elementary in Warren, New Jersey. I was there. I know I was there. It looks like we got 1 minute to go. When the clock clicks to 2 p.m., then I'll get started. And if anybody... oh, it just did. It's 2 o'clock. Hi, everybody. Dan Gutman here. I am the author of the My Weird School series, if you don't know that already. And before we get started, you guys want to see the biggest banana in the world? Right, okay, here it is. It's huge. It's enormous. It's a banana. All right, enough of that silliness. I know what you're here for. You're here for a read aloud, okay? So it's time for me to read aloud, because if I read silently, there would be no point in doing this at all. So I'm going to read from my brand new book. It's called Miss Blake is a Flake, and it's the number 4 in the My Weirdest School series, and it just came out a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to read it to you, and here, I'll also show you the pictures, the wonderful pictures by the illustrator, Jim Palat. He's a genius. He's fantastic. And let me get to, it's also dedicated to Daniel Christie. You know why it's dedicated to Daniel Christie? Because it was Daniel Christie who gave me the idea for the title. Uh-oh, now I'm really asking for trouble because all you people are going to send me titles. Okay, so here's Jim's, Jim has a new picture of the locker in every book. Okay, all right. So chapter 1 is titled, you can read that for yourself. Cheese doesn't have ears. Are you ready? All right, here we go. I feel like Mr. Rogers. All right. My name is AJ, and I hate getting my picture taken. Why do we always have to say cheese when somebody takes our picture? What does cheese have to do with anything? I guess it might make sense if you were taking a picture of a piece of cheese. But why would anybody take a picture of cheese? And even if you were crazy enough to take pictures of cheese, why would you buy cheese out loud? The cheese can't hear you. Cheese doesn't have ears. Anyway, the guys and I had just finished lunch in the vomitorium, and we scraped off our plates. Our plan was to go out on the monkey bars during recess and play with our Stryker Smith action figures. Stryker Smith is a superhero from the future who fights crime. As I was taking Stryker out of my backpack, I noticed a flyer taped to a table. It said, "Become a Beaver Scout." We all got excited. It said there was going to be a meeting in the vomitorium on Friday night. I always wanted to be a Beaver Scout, said Neil, who we call the nude kid even though he wears clothes. Beaver Scouts are cool. My friend Billy, who lives around the corner, is a Beaver Scout. He gets to wear a uniform and win cool badges and stuff. Billy's always going on camping trips, and he told me Beaver Scouts get to do cool stuff like shoot bows and arrows, make rockets, and blow stuff up. I'm not sure Beaver Scouts really get to blow stuff up, but I do know that they get to make campfires. Burning stuff up is almost as cool as blowing stuff up. And the best part about being a Beaver Scout? No girls allowed. I'm joining up, I said. Me too, said Michael, who never ties his shoes. Me three, said Ryan, who will eat anything, even stuff that isn't food. But you'll never believe who walked by the table at that moment. It was two girls from our class, annoying Andrea and crybaby Emily. Shh, Ryan whispered as the girls approached. Don't tell Andrea and Emily we're going to be Beaver Scouts. They'll be jealous. I sat on the edge of the table so Andrea and Emily wouldn't see the Beaver Scout announcement. We all started whistling to let the girls know we weren't hiding something. Because when you're whistling, you can't be hiding anything. What you doing, Arlo? Asked Andrea, who calls me by my real name because she knows I don't like it. Nothing, I said. Hanging out. We're not hiding anything. Here's a picture to go with this part. Why are you sitting on the table? Emily asked. It's recess. We get to go outside. None of your beeswax, I replied. We're just playing with Stryker Smith. Fine, Andrea said as she scraped her tray into the garbage can. Have fun playing with your doll, Arlo. It's not a doll, I shouted at her. It's an action figure. Call it what you want, Andrea said, rolling her eyes. Come on, Emily, let's play in the playground. Well, that's chapter 1. Do you want to hear chapter 2? Okay, here's chapter 2. Chapter 2 is titled, Say Cheese.
Somebody wants to know if you're reading the whole book.
Okay. We had to wait 1,100,000 days for the Beaver Scout meeting. But it was okay because the flyer said we needed to wear the official Beaver Scout uniform. So my parents and I went to the official Beaver Scout website to buy an official Beaver Scout uniform. On the website, they sell all kinds of stuff Beaver Scouts need. Official Beaver Scout sleeping bags, official Beaver Scout tents, official Beaver Scout bug spray, and even official Beaver Scout toiletries. I didn't even know the toilets grew on trees. Finally, we found the page with the uniform. It's cool, with a Beaver Scout patch and stripes on the sleeves. It comes with a cap that has a bee on it and an official Beaver Scout neckerchief. A neckerchief is a lot like a handkerchief, except you wear it around your neck and you don't blow your nose into it. My parents and I ordered all that stuff. It cost them $1,000,000 plus shipping. I guess that means a ship delivers the stuff to your house. No wonder it cost so much. We were afraid the Beaver Scout uniform wouldn't arrive in time for the first meeting. But that morning, we got a package in the mail. The regular mailman brought it. There was no ship. I ran upstairs to try on my uniform. It looked cool. I came downstairs and made a grand entrance for my parents and my sister, Amy. You look so handsome, AJ, my mom said. She was getting a little choked up as she took pictures of me in my Beaver Scout uniform. What a dweeb, commented my sister. We drove to school. When I got out of the car, I saw Ryan, Michael, and Neil in their Beaver Scout uniforms. Ryan's mom is really emotional, and she was wiping tears from her eyes. You boys are getting so big, she blubbered. Look at my baby Ryan. It seems like only yesterday that you were in diapers. You were wearing diapers yesterday? I asked Ryan. We need to take pictures, my mother said, pulling out her cell phone. Yes, agreed all the parents. Ugh, parents love taking pictures. Do we have to? I asked. Oh, here's a picture of parents taking pictures. Of course we have to, my mother said. This is a milestone. With grown-ups, everything is a milestone. You could burp and my mother would act like you graduated from college. When grown-ups want to take pictures, there's no stopping them. Say cheese, my mom ordered, pointing her phone at me. Cheese, I grumbled. After that, she took a picture of my dad and me together. Then she took a picture of me and my sister. Then she took a picture of me and my dad and my sister. Then she took a picture of my dad and my sister. Then she asked my dad to take a picture of me and her. Then she asked me to take a picture of her and dad. Then she asked me to take a picture of her and my sister. Then she asked Ryan's dad to take a picture of our whole family. I thought I was going to die of old age. When grown-ups take a picture, they have to get a shot of every possible combination of people. That's the first rule of being a grown-up. Finally, we finished the picture taking and went into the vomitorium. I wonder who your Beaver Scout leader will be, my dad asked. And you'll never believe who walked through the door at that moment. Nobody. You can't walk through a door. Doors are made out of wood. But you'll never believe who walked through the doorway. You probably think it was the Beaver Scout leader, but it wasn't. So na boo boo on you. It was Andrea, Emily, and Alexia, and they were wearing Beaver Scout uniforms. Well, that's chapter 2. Should I go on? Should I do another chapter? Do you guys want it? Okay. I'll do another one. All right, one more. Chapter 3 is titled, It's a Tough World Out There. And it is, especially today. Eek! I screamed. Girls! Who let you in here? Girls can't be Beaver Scouts. They can too, Andrea replied. Cannot, I said. We went back and forth like that for a while. They changed the rules, Arlo, Andrea said. Boys and girls can be Beaver Scouts. This is the 21st century, you know. I knew perfectly well what century it was. What did that have to do with anything? I was going to say something mean to Andrea, but I didn't have the chance. Because you'll never believe who poked her head into the door at that moment. Nobody. Poking your head into a door would hurt. I thought we went over that in chapter 2. But you'll never believe who poked her head into the doorway. Attention! A lady shouted. I had no idea what that meant, but everybody else did because they all stood up straight, the way soldiers do in the army. I'm Miss Blake, the lady barked. I'm your Beaver Scout leader. Miss Blake was wearing a Beaver Scout uniform like mine, but with a cooler shoulder patch. She looked mean. Hello, Miss Blake, my dad said, sticking out his hand to shake. We're so happy to... But my dad didn't have time to finish his sentence. All parents out of the room, barked Miss Blake. Can we just stand in the back and take a few pictures, my mom asked. No, barked Miss Blake. Parents, get out. The parents made a beeline for the door. That was weird because I've never seen bees get in a line. They usually just fly around every which way. Are we going to learn how to blow stuff up? I asked after all the parents were gone. No, barked Miss Blake. Line up for inspection, in size order. We all pringled up. That means they lined up like Pringles. I had to stand in front of Andrea, who is the tallest kid in our class. Emily is the shortest. She looked like she was going to cry, as usual. Miss Blake walked down the line, looking everybody over. Disgraceful, she barked at Emily. Stop whimpering like a jellyfish. Filthy, she barked at Michael. Tie your shoes. Disgusting, she barked at Neil. Comb your hair. Slovenly, she barked at Ryan. Trim your fingernails. A mess, she barked at Alexia. Neatness counts. Miss Blake was standing in front of me. She looked me up and down. I was shaking with fear. I thought I was going to die. She stuck her face about 2 inches from mine. I heard what you said when I came into the room, Buster, she barked at me. Do you have a problem with girls? No, sir, I said. Miss, ma'am, I didn't know what to call her. You better not, Miss Blake barked in my face. Your mother was a girl once, you know. There's a picture here. Whoops. Your mother was a girl once, you know. Just once, I asked? I thought she was a girl all the time. Everybody giggled, even though I hadn't said anything funny. Are you trying to be smart, Buster? Miss Blake sneered at me. I wasn't sure how to answer that. Don't we go to school to be smart? Isn't being smart a good thing? Yes seemed to be the answer. But from the look on her face, she didn't want me to say I was trying to be smart. And if I said I wasn't trying to be smart, that would mean I was trying to be dumb. I didn't know what to say. I got my eye on you, Buster, Miss Blake said. What did I do? And why was she calling me Buster? Miss Blake moved on to Andrea, looking her up and down. Very nice, she said. This girl is neat. Her hair is in place. Her fingernails are trimmed. Her posture is good. And she looks confident. I'm going to give you a sticker. The sticker said, Best Liner Upper on it. What? That's not fair. Nobody lines up better than me. Actually, I didn't care, because stickers are lame. Grown-ups always think they're doing us a big favor by giving us stickers. They're just pieces of paper with sticky stuff on the back. If you want to give me something, give me a video game. But Andrea acted like Miss Blake had just given her $1 million. Thank you, Miss Blake, Andrea said. Then she smiled the smile that she smiles to let everybody know she got something nobody else got. Why can't a truck full of stickers fall on Andrea's head? Miss Blake wheeled around to face the group. The rest of you are pathetic, she barked. But I'll whip you kids into shape. By the time I'm done, you'll be spitting nails. That sounded kind of cool, actually. Excuse me, said Alexia, raising her hand. I thought we were going to sell cookies and do arts and crafts projects. Cookies? Snorted Miss Blake. Arts and crafts? That stuff is for wimps. It's a tough world out there, and the sooner you get tough, the better. Did I tell you about the time I was attacked by a bear? We just met like a minute ago, I said quietly. I was on a 50-mile hike, said Miss Blake, and I suddenly noticed a bear was stalking me. He was getting closer and closer. What did you do? Asked Andrea. I punched his face in, barked Miss Blake. That's what I did. It was a matter of survival. The thought of Miss Blake punching a bear was funny to me. I peeked at Ryan. He was peeking at me. He made a funny face, and I started giggling. I couldn't help it. Miss Blake wheeled around and glared at me. You think this is funny, Buster? She barked. You think I'm joking? Well, since you like jokes so much, I'll tell you a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side? No, barked Miss Blake. That brave chicken crossed the road to save his injured buddy who had just been run over by a train. It was lying there, dying. That chicken risked his life to save his friend. Never leave your buddy behind. That's my kind of joke. It didn't seem like a very funny joke to me. Miss Blake is a flake. Well, that's chapter 3. I'll tell you what. Why don't we continue this in our next Facebook Live? I'm going to be tied up tomorrow, but tell you what, if you guys like this, if this was fun for you, send me a comment, let me know, and we could do this again on Wednesday. What was that, huh?
You have a gajillion comments.
I have a gajillion comments. This was really fun, you guys, for me. I hope it was fun for you, too. And if everybody liked it, I'll do it again on Wednesday, and I'll continue with chapter 4 then. So that's called, whoops, wait a minute. That's called Whip Whap Willie. So anyway, this was really fun. Thanks for joining me, you all, from all over the country and all over the world if you happen to be in a different country. And thanks for reading my books. Thanks to all the grown-ups who shared them with their sons and daughters and students. And, I know a lot of us are cooped up for this period of time, and I hope this whole thing is going to pass before we know it, and we'll all be back to normal again. But until then, I had fun doing this, and I had fun talking to you, and I will talk to you again soon. So long. Now I just have to figure out how to turn this thing off. Oh, edit. Edit live video. Oh, edit. Oh, end. Okay, end. 6.7. Oh, if you want to end this, you were able to choose a